Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to continue on with new love and your soulmate by doing another spread, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Hope everybody is doing well. Okay, let's see what Spirit's got to tell us about your person. Okay. Okay, that's the card I saw in my head when I picked up this deck. Okay, but we're not going to that card first. First, we got to do the overall energy. So the overall energy for this week's reading, Sagittarius, is the King of Wands. This is a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is talking about like you and this person preparing to be together. You have a protector coming into your life, someone who is going to have your back, male or female, okay? This is a situation where you and this person are going to have a lot of passion for each other. And it's also talking about, you know, someone with whom they're going to need their space. And I feel like a lot of you are going to need your space as well, because you Sagittarius, I have Sagittarius placement. I'm Sagittarius moon and Sagittarius Venus. So I know all about the space. It's like I'm good for a little while. And then after that, I got to have my space. You don't give me my space, we're going to have a problem. So I feel like that's why this card is showing up, because it is talking about, I feel like it's going to be both of you that are going to be like that, where you'll spend your time with each other. And then when it's time for you to go your separate ways, to have your time apart, you're going to do that. So it's going to be a meeting of the minds when it comes to that. Okay. Underneath this is the Knight of Cups, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is about both you and this person coming in with your heart on your sleeves, laying it all out on the table. Baby, I love you. I want to be with you. Okay, I see you, you see me, let's do this. Okay, that's what this King of Cups is about. And I feel like both of you are going to come to Jesus and have that moment together. Okay, underneath this is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. This is about both of you learning how to believe in yourself and to understand and to know that you can build up the courage and the inner strength to enter into this connection together, because you can have the type of relationship you want to have. I feel like a lot of you doubt it because of the things that you've been through in the past. And I feel like for a lot of you, your person doubts it as well. But this is Spirit telling you that all things are possible. You can have what it is you want in this lifetime. It's just going to come in divine timing. That's all, right? So underneath this is the Lover's card, is Gemini energy. This is talking about you and this person making the choice, because the Lovers used to be called the choice, making the choice to be in this connection together, and you vibing on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, okay? And with the Ace of Pentacles, you're going to have a long-term, stable, committed relationship. This person is going to be your life partner if this is what the both of you agree on, okay? And then look at this. You got all these aces. What the fuck is going on, Sagittarius? What you been doing? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Sag. Look at all these damn cards. You got the love, the Ace of Cups showing up here, the love overflowing. It's two flowers. It's a fish. It's some fertility. It's all kind of shit going on. I love it. I love it. So this is about both of you coming together, loving yourselves, loving each other, just the love everywhere, the cups just overflowing. You're giving each other the cups. You like, yes, mine's overflowing, and they saying, yeah, mine overflowing too. Here, you take this cup. I love it. So this is about a brand new connection, okay? And it, like I said, for some of you, this could be somebody from your past. And when I say your past, I am talking about someone with whom you did not have a romantic connection with. So don't be coming at me in the comments, because if this is what Spirit gives me, I'm going to give it to you. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying this King of Wands. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. So look at that. Admiring your beauty. Yes, baby. Yes. Look, we got the same hairstyle. I love it. Then we got love being in your arms, kissing you. So this is how the both of y'all are going to be. I'm telling you, I can hear people in my head screaming, get a room. And motherfuckers being envious. This is the type of love I like, baby. Where, like I told you, just like with that Knight of Cups, you leave it all out there. You don't give a fuck who see. I love it. But like I said, get that bond together before you go there like that in front of everybody, because I told you, you going to have that fucking riffraff coming out of the woodworks trying to fuck your shit up, okay? All right. Let's get some more cards. Let's see what else Spirit's got to say. Okay, look, still standing. Elton John, I'm still standing in my head. Now, see, I've got me on here singing. It says, you didn't let hard times become a breaking point. This is a love that deepens with every test. So like I said, whatever you and this person go through, as long as y'all know how to handle it in a healthy manner and you don't attack each other, your relationship is only going to get stronger and stronger as time goes by. Because like I said, you understand each other. There's a meeting of the minds. You see how they both have their heads touching? That's what that's telling me, that there's a meeting of the minds, that you see, you know, you have very similar ways of thinking and the ways of moving. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages for your person. Okay, when it comes to your person, okay, we've got them being mute right now. The reason why they're not saying anything is because the time is not right yet, okay? Then we have the deception card. So there could have been some things this could talk about in the past, your person going, you know, being in a lot of connections where there were deception. I told you, for a lot of you, your person, because they're a boss, because they, you know, they have money, they've got all these, you know, good things, people have seen that and tried to be with them just for the things that they have and not for who they truly are. And this deception could also be something that your person had been refusing to see in the past, but now they're starting to look at it. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, and then we have confusion. It says uncertain, unclear, unsure. Let me get one more card. Yeah, longing. So this person, you know, they're going through a period of, you know, like I said, trying to heal their shit, but, you know, they long for you. They crave you. They ache, you know, they're aching for you and they're wanting to be with you. Okay. The confusion could just be coming from them trying to heal, trying to understand what happened in the past and trying to heal certain things in preparation for the two of you coming together. Okay. All right. So the first placement we're going to talks about, or the first question is, how does this person indicate that they're an extension of you, Sagittarius? So we got the Page of Cups showing up here. Oop, I got to cover that up because we don't want to be showing none of that stuff. Okay, so we got the Page of Cups. This is a water sign, or someone with a lot of water in their chart: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This Page of Cups card is talking about the two of you coming together with a love offer. It could also, for a very small amount of you, because there's some of y'all almost in every sign where you had a false start with this person. If this is not your story, don't take it. Don't take this message, because it's not for everybody. You had a false start, some of you, with this person, okay? And somebody owes the other one an apology, or you could both owe each other an apology. You know who owes who what. You know what happened. But this is about this person coming back to rectify things, to fix things, okay? There's a card in this deck that talks about an apology. And there's a person, it's a person with a crucifix on their hand. And I feel like I see that in my mind. That's what Spirit is showing me in my mind. So this person is going to come back and apologize. You know, if they're the one that owes the apology, that's what they're going to do. That's what their plan is, okay? Because I think they feel badly that things happened. Whatever happened between the two of you happened, okay? I feel like they feel ashamed, okay? All right. Then we've got the Queen of Cups showing up here. This is Scorpio energy when it shows up for me. It could also be Pisces and Cancer, but it is talking about, you know, having a lot of love. You and this person, I feel like this person has a lot of love for you, because look at all the emotion back here. Look at the water, the waterfall here. This reminds me of Niagara Falls, right? So this is how much love this person has for you, okay? And I feel like once the two of you come together and, you know, you solidify this connection, you're going to have a lot of love for this person as well, okay? You're both psychic, because the Queen of Cups is like one of the most psychic cards, or hell, the most psychic characters in the deck, in the tarot deck. And it is talking about, you know, just the love that the two of you have for each other, all right? So I feel like this connection is going places. All right, so we're going to clarify. So yeah, your person is purging. All right, they're letting go of that uncertainty, you know, being unclear, being unsure, the deception, right? And with the self-worth card, this is about them loving themselves. That's why that Ace of Cups is showing up like that, overflowing, because this person is, like I said, setting themselves up, because they know to love you, in order to love you the way they want to love you, they got to love themselves too, right? So that's what this person is doing, okay? Then we got the chasing card here. It says pursuit, okay, and resilience. So this person is going to be coming towards you and chasing, okay? All right, so let me get some cards for you. Ooh. Okay, so we got the blocked card. I feel like this is your ex here. It says it stings to be blocked, but try not to take it personally. Value those who value you and don't chase the ghosts. Okay, so this could have been the twin that blocked you or you blocked them, but I feel like, you know, we moving on from that shit there. Okay, so we have butterfly feelings when I'm with you. So y'all getting all the beautiful cards, okay? The longing, the love, the, you know, just kissing you and loving you and all these things. And I love it. I think it's so beautiful. So we got the platonic passion card showing up here. It says you didn't see it coming, but your heart is waking up to something deeper. The line between friend and lover is starting to get blurry. So like I said, you're going to come together with this person. Okay, it's going to start off as friends because we got friend zone. One of you wants more, but the other one only sees this as friendship. You can't force chemistry when it's not there. I feel like that last sentence does not apply to this connection. Spirit is saying that the two of you are going to start out as friends with your person already loving you and already wanting more. Okay, and that it's going to evolve into this, you know, this passion, this platonic passion is going to take over. It is going to go from being a friendship into, you know, this, you matching this person's feelings for you. Okay. All right. Okay. Next, placement we're going to talk about, Sagittarius. It says, how does this person amplify me or show me how to be better? Okay. So we got 3 cards that fell. We have the 10 of Swords. We've got the 7 of Swords, and we have the Justice card. Okay, Justice is Libra energy. So this is about you and this person letting go of betrayal, letting go of, you know, this person, that's what they're doing, because we had the deception card show up here, right? That's like the 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords together, this person's been betrayed, you know, backstabbed, stepped on, lied to, all these things. And so this person, I feel like, is going to be an example to you of how to let this shit go, because they've been through as much shit, if not more, than you've been through. And so this is about, this person's going to teach you how to let this crap go, how they've done it, and how to, you know, for the both of you, how to balance yourselves out for this connection to work out. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Elton John is just a singing. I'm still standing. I still hear it. All right. So some of you may be coming together or coming into a committed connection in the summertime. All right. Or some of you may have met this past summer and you may be coming into a committed relationship, becoming committed by the summer. Okay, we've got the running card showing up here. All right. It says ghosting, disappearing, invisible. These are the things that you have gone through with these respective exes that you've had. Okay. But your person's going through an awakening. I feel like you are as well. You're both ascending. And so you're stepping into new energy where there's going to be new beginnings. You're going to try again. The two of you are heading off together in a new direction and you're starting over. All right. Let's get your cards. So we have, oh Lord. Okay, this is the twin. I feel like this is what both of you are letting go of, okay? Cuffed, controlling lovers that wanted to try to control the situation, have everything their way and not give a fuck about what, you know, either one of you wanted, okay? But you are stepping into a new timeline, a new phase of your life where this is going to be about you getting what you want instead of being in situations with people, you know, like I told you, who treat you badly and who don't give a shit. So you and this person are going to be very happy. You're going to be very content with each other. Okay. Spirit is telling you, you need to be careful that you don't make the same mistakes that you used to. It says different face, same emotional fallout. Until you choose differently, you'll keep attracting the same script. And I tell y'all this all the time, and I'm going to remind you one more time. When you do not do your healing, when you do not look at all the things you need to look at, you're setting the stage for the same things that happened to you in the past to happen to you in the future. Okay? Because I keep telling y'all, even your soulmate can't act an ass if you have not done your healing. Okay? Or you'll go into it. Like I told you, there's a lady that talked to me in the comments, left a story in the comments. I can't remember what sign it was for, but she was saying how, you know, she was, you know, she realized she hadn't healed everything she needed to heal. She got into a connection with her person and everything's starting to come up. She's angry at herself. She's angry at everybody. She's angry at her person. Her person didn't do anything. And she realizes now what Spirit was telling her, how important it is to heal. And let me say this, it's not just you healing yourself. This is about you becoming the ultimate you, the ultimate Sagittarius, right? So this is about all the areas of your life working. And in order for all the areas of your life to work, Sagittarius, you got to make it happen. So you got to look at the areas of your life that are not working the way you want it to. Like for instance, some of you may have a career or a job. You may have a dead-end job. Some of you may want to actually start your own business. You may have dreams of things that you came here to do. Okay? If you keep getting them psychic hits from Spirit or from your, you know, getting them hits from your intuition that you're supposed to be doing something else, I'm not telling you to go to work tomorrow and to quit your fucking job. But I'm telling you, you need to start making steps, making moves to step into the things that, you know, because I told you this is about you being authentically yourself. And being authentically yourself is, we talking about in every area of your life, not just your love life, okay? Because being you is what you do. It's the way you speak. It's the way you think. It's the way you move. It's everything. It's not just, okay, in this relationship, I'm going to show this person who I truly am, but then I'm going to go out in the other areas of my life and just fucking put back on the mask. It's not that type of thing. It's not that type of party. Okay? So that's why I'm telling you this time, is so important. All right? We looking at it as in, oh, my person, where's my person? But it's not, you're not supposed to be focused on this person. You're supposed to be focused on you and your goals and what the fuck you got going on. So that when that person comes in, you can stand there. You know that card, it's a card in this other deck that I always use. And it's like, it's confidence, right? With the guy's adjusting his tie and the woman, she's got on, she's got on business attire. But when you look at the shadow that she's casting, it looks like she has on a damn cape, like she has on a superhero outfit. So this is about you stepping into that part of yourself, because there is someone, okay, a timeline with you, Sagittarius, standing in that damn business attire and casting that fucking shadow of somebody that is, you know, fully and totally confident. And the way you build your confidence is about self-love, and then it's also about the actions you take because you know you love yourself. Some of you need to get your ass in the gym. Let's be honest. Some of you need to get your ass in the gym and start working out. You see me, right? I got on my workout clothes. So like I told you, the things I tell you, I'm fucking doing it too. So what I'm saying all of this to say, it's time for you to light a fire under your ass and do the things that you got to do. Because it's not just about you healing what happened with this person from the past. It's about you fixing all your shit. Okay? Because I keep telling you, this person that's coming in is top shelf. They do all these things. You see that it's a card we talk about all the time that comes up in this deck. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because this is a small deck. Because I want to show you this card. Because it comes up a lot. And it talks about this person being their best self and how they're working on themselves to step up and be the right look. So this person is in the gym. This person is eating right. This person is, you know, they counting their coin, okay, and trying to get more coin because they know you coming, and they're in their mind. They've already thought out scenarios for the two of you to be together. Like I said, this person, I told you, they're all about planning their life with intention because they plan on being with you. Okay, so if this is what you want, this is the person you want to be with, and so on and so forth, you got to show up. You got to show up as this person's complement, okay? You got to, which means you got to get yourself together. You got to figure out what your shit is that you got to deal with and start working on it, okay? All right, let's move forward. Where are we on? Okay, next placement talks about what is it, what's the lesson? What is it you haven't learned so far, Sagittarius, when it comes to this situation? Okay, we have two cards that fell. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Eight of Swords. So they both fell upside down. And I feel like the reason why is because, okay, so first of all, let me tell you, the Queen of Swords, air sign is someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I feel like the reason why these two cards fell upside down is because Spirit is saying this is what you're supposed to learn, to get out of your fucking head, let go of these limiting beliefs, understand and believe, like we talked about with the what is it, the Strength card. Believe in yourself. Know that you can make this work. Because I tell a lot of y'all this, okay? This person has been through so much shit, but they're coming at this. They're still not allowing the stuff that happened to them to cloud the way they look at this connection, because they know you it. They know you the one. So you want to be in this connection with this person. I feel like most of you are hopeful, but you still not looking at it from the right lens. You're looking at it from a negative place. Like, oh, what if this happens? Or what if this happens? What if that happens? Okay, but what if it fucking works? What if it works out? What if the two of you come together and you're the happiest you ever fucking been and you ride off into the sunset together? What if the motherfuckers try to come at y'all and you able to bond together? You know that them movies, the westerns. There's a movie with oh god, Idris Elba is in it, and the guy, you know, the one that went to court. He went to court and got in trouble because he was beating on the white women. I can't remember his name, but he's in it too. And the one he was like in the universe. He was like one of the superheroes and stuff like that. Y'all know, somebody gonna put his name in the comments. But they were in this movie, right? And in the movie, it's him, the one, what's his damn name? Well, anyway, the one that went to court, and the Zazie Beetz is the woman. That was his woman in the movie. So they having a shootout. And they come together with their backs together, and it's like he's got her back, you know, got that side, and she has the other side, and so nobody can come up behind them and do anything to them because they both watching each other's back. And so I feel like that's how y'all gonna end up being, that type of thing, that Bonnie and Clyde type of thing, where you got each other's back and stuff like that. But it has to do with you believing that it can occur, that you believing that even though you've been through all this fucking shit, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Like they tell you in manifestation, circumstances don't matter. It don't matter if you had a horrible fucking existence before today. That doesn't mean you can't have a beautiful life from here on out, but it's what you believe. It's when you dig in here and get this shit out. Okay, it's when you stop suppressing these fucking feelings and letting it out. Okay, because you got to deal with it. You have to deal with it. It sucks. It hurts. Nobody wants to deal with it, but you got to deal with it, because this type of shit, this is what makes you fucking stronger. This is what makes you, so that the next time anything comes in out of the way, you like, oh fuck, I done already dealt with that. I'm good, you know, or I know what to do if something comes in and it's messed up. I know how to deal with it because I've dealt with this many times before. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay. So some of y'all, okay, your person might have tats. We got the Divine Masculine card showing up here, okay? And then we have winter. So some of you, your person is coming in immediately because winter starts next week. What is it, next Sunday, I think? Is it the 21st? I think it's the 21st. First day of winter. So if you live in the States, winter is like a few days away. So for some of you, your person is about to show the fuck up. Okay? Look at the water. I'm looking at the water. It's like, you know, you see the movies and the person's hiding in the water and they come up out of the water. That's what they look like to me. But what I'm telling you is that either that, or for some of you, it is you and your person coming into a commitment. And then, you know, in the season of winter, okay? So like I said, you know, be positive. Understand that things can change. Things can change on a dime, but it's how you think about it. You can't just be thinking about, you know, negative Nelly or negative Nathan and, you know, all this kind of shit. You can't be like that, or David Downer, because, you know, I told you I believe in damn equality. If you're going to say Debbie Downer, then damn is David Downer too. So you have to start to think about this shit in a positive way. You're supposed to be excited. How you going to be excited and be like, well, maybe it worked. I'm like this. I'm going all the fuck in. I don't know about y'all Sagittarius, but I'm going all the fuck in, because I look at it like this. I told you this before when we used to talk about the twin, but I'm telling you about this when it comes to the new person. I am going all the way in. I'm going to open my heart up and show him the S on my damn shirt, because I'm not going to let what happened to me in the past stop me from having a beautiful fucking future. Okay? I feel like week after week we get told the same thing. And so nothing has changed. Nothing has deviated from what Spirit is saying. The only thing that needs to change and needs to deviate is you and the way you fucking think about this situation. Okay? I understand you want to have hope, but fuck that. Know what's going to happen. Okay? The things that you want in this lifetime, you have to know they're going to happen. I talked to y'all about me manifesting a car. I couldn't be like, oh, well, I hope it happens. I was like, I don't give a fuck what happened. That goddamn car gonna be sitting out there in the damn yard. And now, anytime anybody talk about a new car, I'm like, yeah, it's already out there. I'm like, yeah, it's already sitting out there. It's already sitting out there. And I knew it was gonna happen. I didn't care what the 3D showed me. I'm not telling you I didn't have down moments. I'm not telling you, you know, you see things and sometimes your mind be wanting to go to doubt, but you have to drag yourself back and be like, this is a blessing. It's a present. Call it a Christmas present or a damn New Year's present or whatever the hell you want to call a birthday present from Spirit. And just say, I know what I'm going to get, because Spirit is telling me about this person every week. And Spirit is not going to sit here and tell you this shit over and over again and then turn around and pull a switcheroo on you. You got to stop thinking like that. You know, we've been through a lot of stuff, and I get it. It beats you down after a while, and it makes you start to, you know, doubt certain things. But I tell y'all this all the time. I feel like that is the motto of life. Can you go through these slings and arrows? Can you go through all these things you go through and come out on the other side and be like, fuck that. I'm not going to think no negative shit. I'm going to think something positive, because if you don't think positively, if you want to continue, well, maybe, then that's what you're going to get. If you want positivity, you're going to have to be positivity. I tell you, whatever you want from that other person, you're going to have to be it. Okay? So it has to start somewhere. Okay? So we got the realizations card. It says epiphanies, understandings, awakenings. So this is what this person is doing. I feel like they're trying to open themselves up to as many possibilities as they can when it comes to this relationship. Okay? So we got the player card. You know who the hell that is. But you and this person, you know, you're going to have a busy lifestyle. I feel like you're going to have a lot going on together. You know, you're going to be traveling, working together. I feel like a lot of you are going to be doing things together, and it's just going to be a beautiful time. But you have to allow it to be that way. You can't let your past dictate your present and your future. You got to stop living back there. Like I said, the only reason you should be going back to the past is to fucking kill it, so that it don't affect where you're headed, okay? So we have honeymoon phase showing up here. It says, this is the beginning, beautiful, euphoric, and full of potential. Let it unfold, but don't ignore the details beneath the romance, okay? So like I tell you, watch what's going on. Watch what's going on. Observe your person. Do whatever it is you need to do to make yourself feel comfortable. But you need to go in with a mindset. It's like when you get ready to go into the gym. You got to be like, okay, I'm going to do this. Or when you getting ready to start a exercise plan. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You have to prepare yourself. Okay, because it's like when you're trying to stop yourself from a bad habit, right? You can't just say, okay, I'm going to stop smoking. They say you're a smoker. You can't just say, well, I'm just going to stop smoking. You have to start to tell yourself, okay, what are the things that trigger me to smoke, right? And when those things show up, what am I going to do instead of picking up a cigarette and smoking, right? And then you got to think of some things you can do that will make you not want to pick up the cigarette or make you less inclined to do it, stuff like that. Because you may still end up picking up the cigarette, I'm not saying that it's going to completely stop you from doing it, but at least you've started to think differently, and you know that you have other choices other than picking up the cigarette. Okay? So it's the same thing with this. When you go into this, you're, like I told you, be thinking about what the hell type of relationship you want to have with this person, how you want to be loved, how you want this person to treat you. Okay? And then, like I said, you got to be ready to be forthcoming to explain to them what the hell is going on, even though, like I told you, they going to understand because they've been through a lot of the same stuff. But this is about you opening up and being authentic and being honest with this person, because you are trying to establish a bond of trust, okay? A bond of trust that I feel like you've been searching for all your life, and now you got somebody coming in that's gonna give you exactly what it is you want. But I feel like what's crazy is that this is when you're at your most afraid. This is when you're most afraid, because you just came out of some shit with somebody. You've healed yourself. You're standing on the precipice of jumping into something with somebody else, and you still trying to fix other areas of your life. So you got a lot going on, and I get it and I understand. But this is where you got to boss the fuck up, okay? Because you dealing with a boss, so you going to have to show up as a boss too, all right? I ain't saying, I'm telling you, just because somebody's a boss, it doesn't mean they never get afraid. It doesn't mean they never get nervous. It doesn't mean certain things don't intimidate them. This is somebody, though, that's high functioning. So what I mean by that is when those things happen, they fucking suck it up and they do it anyway. And so that's what Spirit is telling you, okay? If you want this shit, you're going to have to fucking fight for it. Spirit is bringing it into you. But it's up to you what you do once the person gets here, okay? All right, so we've got the divine timing showing up. It says things may feel slow or uncertain, but the universe is right on time. Love is unfolding exactly when it's meant to. You got to step into who you are. You have to step into the boss bitch or boss boss man or boss woman. Let me say it like that. The boss man or boss woman that deserves this type of person. And it's you got to exude it. It has to be the way you roll from now on, okay? All right, let's move forward. All right, the next placement we're going to talk about is, what is the blessing? What is it you've missed so far while focusing on the negatives or the worry or the doubt, okay? Because these things cloud your judgment, and it be other things going on, but you don't see it because you so worried. You biting your fucking nails and upset and crying and all this kind of stuff. Like I said, buck up. Come on, buck up. Get it together. Get it together. You a fucking Sagittarius. Represent. That's what I want to tell you, okay? So we got Ace of Swords showing up here, right? And then we have the Seven of Wands. And so this is talking about guarding your energy, right? It says, what have you missed? Okay, the fact that you're guarding your energy. But look at this person. They're guarding their energy, but they look like, they just chilling. They just having a good time. They're guarding it, but not in a way to where it starts to become oppressive or become negative or whatever. Like I said, you could be on guard, but it not show in the way that you hold yourself, in the way that you carry yourself. Okay. Then we got the Ace of Swords here. So I feel like this, what Spirit is saying, this is about, putting yourself first, having your own back, okay? Because you're not by yourself. You're being guided, always being guided by Spirit. And then we got the Ace of Swords here. It's about communication, about truth, being truthful, right? How you going to get what you want, Sagittarius, if you don't tell the truth, if you don't tell people what is actually going on? Like I say, if you want to be in a relationship with somebody, you're going to have to fucking let them in. You're going to have to let them in. You're going to have to dig down fucking deep and find whatever courage you got left and bring it to the forefront and let this person in, okay? Like I said, because I look at it like this. It's a risk. I tell you this all the time. Love is a risk, right? But I don't care. I'm going to keep trying until I motherfucking get it right. That's the way I look at it. Like I told you, when you love yourself, when you work on that self-love, I told you, when you get it to a certain level, I know, like I told you, I can't stop nobody from hurting my feelings. But I know it ain't gonna be the fucking end of the world, and they ain't gonna get to drag me like they used to be able to when I didn't care for myself. I know that yeah, it may hurt a little bit if something don't work out, but I know I'm gonna be all fucking right. And I feel like that's what you need to be taken from this. To know, not let it scare you or shake you to that fucking point. Don't let it shake you like that. Because like I said, you going in, you're being discerning. You know you looking for red flags, all these types of things. If you know you being vigilant, unlike the way you were being before, then you're going to have a different experience. And then once it gets to a certain point where you know you can trust this person knows that they can trust you, then you can start to relax, okay? Nobody's saying that you're never going to get to that point, but how the hell you going to get there if you don't open yourself up and you don't try, okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so like I said, it's not only this person coming in. We have your soul tribe coming in, okay? We got the pride and ego card showing up here. I feel like the reason why this is showing up is because your person is currently going through the dark night of the soul. That's what's happening. So for those of you, this showed up, I think, for Scorpio too. So for those of you where, you know, you upset because this person ain't here yet, you ain't, number one, you ain't fucking ready. You ain't always all the way 100% ready is what I'm telling you. And also, this person has things that they have to go through as well. Because sometimes, let me tell you, I got to keep telling y'all, that dark night of the soul ain't no motherfucking joke. If you ain't ever been through it, look, I'm saying it like this. It's a damn blessing and it's a damn curse. Because, and the reason why I say that is because when you come out on the other side, it's a blessing because you got a lot of beautiful things awaiting you on that other side. But I say it's a damn curse too, because when you going through that goddamn shit, like I said, it's like going through hell with gasoline drawers on. I'm just going to tell you just like that, okay? That is something where when I see this card, I'm like, whew, that's one thing where when I tell you, when I talk about being shook, this for me makes me shook when I see this, because I'm like, I don't want to go through that shit. I've been through it twice and it is no joke. So that's why I say you got to relax. You got to back off. Let this person do what they got to do, because you don't want to be in no relationship with nobody when they going through no shit like this, because they don't care about nothing. They don't care about nothing. They're not going to come in as their best selves. Even though they love you, it's a spiritual depression. And so it's like the excitement and all the stuff that you have for certain things in your life, it's like it all goes away temporarily. Okay. It comes back. But you be having some fucking negative times. You just be looking through that lens and you just be like, I just don't give a fuck. Cause like I said, it's somebody that was talking about that they was going through dark night of the soul. Somebody in the comments for their fucking birthday, and they was saying they couldn't even get out of the bed. So I was like, baby, I know how you feel, cause I'm telling you, it ain't what you want. It's a good thing once you get through it, but like I said, while you going through it, it's some damn hell. Okay. So like I said, your soul tribe is coming in. This person is a part of your tribe, but you have other people that are coming in as well. That's why you got to open yourself up too, because I told you can't suppress for one person and then not suppress for everybody else. It don't work like that. Okay? You got to just open. That's why I told you, just heal it and open your dang self up. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so we have for your curse, it says hex, witchcraft. It can also be negative mindset, because when you talking to yourself crazy, you're cursing yourself. When you say, oh well, I don't know, you don't know if it's gonna work out, because I don't even want to put I in that. So I'm saying, when you say you don't know it's gonna work out, that's what life is gonna give you back. Whatever the fuck it is you say, that's what's gonna happen, because it's not what you want. It's how you're identifying. So when you say things like that, that means 9 times out of 10, that's how you're identifying, because you said it, right? It's your thoughts. Your thoughts lead to your words and your actions. So if you thinking like that and it's coming out of your mouth, then you're going to be moving like that. And then the world is going to reflect it back to you. That's the way it works. Okay. Then we've got influences here. It says attachments, third parties, and peers. So I feel like, this could be your person's ex trying to do this shit because they know that your person is moving on. Okay. Because like I told you, you both gonna be getting it from both of them. It's not just you, your side and your crazy, it's his too, or his or hers too. Take it as it resonates. Okay. Let's clarify. So we've got, oh Lord, scoring Dex lover. See, I told you. That could be either one. It could be the twin or it could be your person. Because I feel like they pissed because Your person is the type of person to where when they threw at your ass, just like a Scorpio, okay? When we threw at your fucking ass, it's over. You can't say nothing. You can't do nothing. We don't want your ass back, okay? So I feel like that's what's going on with this person, because I told you your person's ex is got those narcissistic tendencies. If they're not narcissistic, saying, you know, you don't let me go, I let you go when I'm done, you know, that type of shit. So the stars are aligning for the both of you to come together. Okay, like I said, Spirit is telling you all this stuff. It's so many things that have to happen, Sagittarius, for you to come in the you know, for you and this person to come together. A lot of things have to happen. Okay. And we've got unspoken feelings here. It says you're not imagining the undercurrent. There's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet. All right. So, but like I said, it's coming. You're going to end up with this person. That's why I told you, just chill out, live your life, enjoy yourself. Like I said, who did I tell this to? I don't know if I told this to, I don't know what sign I told this to, but I'm going to tell it to you. Let's do a 90-day challenge. Let's do a 90-day challenge. Let's see how much fucking fun you can have in your goddamn life over the next 90 days. How about that? How about you make a list of all the things that you've always wanted to do in your life? And because some of y'all are waiting for this other person to come before you start living your life. And I'm like, you got to be living your life now, okay? Even when I was manifesting my car, I didn't say, oh, well, I'm just going to sit here in the fucking house until the car comes. I didn't do no shit like that. I fucking was out. I was out doing what I needed to do, taking care of what I needed to take care of and stuff like that. Life don't stop. Just because you trying to manifest something or you trying to bring somebody in, life don't stop, baby. Life is always lifing. You're always manifesting. Things are always moving. So every day that passes by, I tell you, you can't get it back. So you need to be living your life. You need to be doing whatever. Like I said, if it's somewhere you always wanted to go, fucking start to make plans to do it. Even if you don't actually go into the end of next year or the middle of next year or whatever, so what? That's something for you to look forward to. That's what I used to do. When I used to be in them damn dead-end jobs, that's what the fuck used to get me through it. I used to, because I love to travel, so I would always pick somewhere. I'd be like, okay, we got to get us a job. I'd be like, we got to get us a trip, because I'm just, you know, when I started to get fed up, I'm like, I have to have some type of incentive to stay in the place until I got ready to leave. So I would just pick somewhere I wanted to go and just start to make arrangements to do it. And then when the time comes, I would just get up and go. And then that way, whenever things got bad, I would always just be like, well, you getting ready, you know, fuck that shit, because you getting ready to, you know, get on the plane and go here, you know, or we getting ready to do this, or we getting ready to do that. You got to find ways to pull the focus back on yourself. It's always about you. It's never about the other person. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. We talk about the other person, but you see, a lot of this stuff I tell you in these readings are about you. It's because, like I told you, it starts with you, okay? All right, so the next placement we're going to talk about is, what is the warning? It says, what can you learn that's going to help you maintain this connection in a healthy manner, all right? Okay. So we got the Knight of Swords, air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and the Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. So Spirit is telling you, you got to let go of these wounds, okay? Let go of these wounds. And let me say this, when I talk about wounds, let me tell you, you still living. You still picking up shit. People still doing shit to you, okay? People still doing shit to you. This is life. There's always gonna be, that's like, it'll be somebody cut you off on the fucking road. It's gonna be people, you know, where you call somebody up to do something and you get fucking frustrated because you got to talk to the damn the automated system, the AI, and then by the time you get to somebody, you done told your fucking story like 15 times. There's always things that are gonna irritate you. There's always things that are gonna stick in your craw. You're always gonna have wounds. So I'm telling you this to tell you, be working on whatever the hell is going on. I told you, you can always be better. There's always a sore spot when it comes to something. There's always something you can focus on. This is about you constantly working on yourself to be better. Because I told you, when you get in this relationship with this person, right? The relationship is only going to be as strong as the both of you are independent of the connection. Okay? So this person, your person, I feel like they got their head on right. They know what, you know, they have an idea of what it's going to take for the two of you to be in this connection and for it to go right. All right. So I feel like they have already just started to institute, you know, ideas and habits that's going to be conducive to having a good, relationship hygiene. Okay. And I feel like you need to be doing that as well. You need to be figuring out ways, like I told you, have your me time, right? When you have your me time, it's all about self-care. It's all about taking care of Sagittarius. Because like I told you, if you don't take care of Sagittarius, you can't expect nobody else to take care of you. All right? That's why I tell you, you have to fill your cup up. It must always stay the way this is. It must always be this way. And the only way it's always going to be this way is if you work on it on a regular basis. Like I told you, I tell you, I give you an example. I love on myself every day if I don't do nothing else. If I don't do nothing else. If I don't meditate, because I meditate too. But if I don't meditate, I'm always going to fucking love on me. Because I know that, I'm telling you, it is like central to everything. All the rewards you're getting, all these beautiful things that are happening to you. If you want to sustain this, if you want to sustain that relationship with this other person and for it to be healthy, you got to love yourself. You got to think you the best thing since sliced bread. And I told you, self-love is important for a lot of things. Like I told you, when people hurt your feelings, it's okay. You able to dust the shit off easier and be able to walk away from it without being completely and totally and utterly devastated and like, oh, it's the end of the world or whatever. Because it's like you'll feel bad, but then it'll be a little voice in your head that's like, that's all right. That's all right. Because I'm here. I love you and we gonna fucking get through this. And that may sound corny, but it's the damn truth. You gotta, like I said, you gotta love you. You gotta put yourself first and you gotta do what it is you need to do to make sure you always okay. Okay? And this is about you, you know, with this Knight of Swords, being ready not only to be swept off your feet in a relationship, but also you doing that for your person. So the things that you want your person to do, you need to be listening to what they're telling you that they're requiring from you as well, because it's about both of you doing the work to make this relationship work, not just one side. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. So your person is going through periods of solitude. This is like the Hermit because they're going through that dark night of the soul. But I told you, you are their inspiration. I feel like you are the thought that helps them to get through, you know, the things that they're going through when they're having hard times. Okay. Then we have, look, oh, Sagittarius. This is what I'm talking about. Only you. I hear that song in my head. Only you. Somebody said, I think they say it's the Spinners or whatever that sings that song. And it says devoted, attached, craving you, always craving you. This person just really, really, really wants to be with you. They really, really, like I said, they not only love you, I feel like they genuinely just like you. Okay. And I feel like that's more of a damn compliment than the damn love. Because I told you, you be loving people. It's people that I love to death. But I fucking can't. I just fucking hate them. I don't like them. You see what I'm saying when I say that? I don't like them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. So we have thorns, painful love. You know who that is. But see, you stepping into fairy tale love, okay? You may not believe it now. This may sound like just some stuff that I'm saying, but I'm telling you, I am telling you, as a reader that has had this relationship with Spirit all my life, Spirit keep it 100, even when you fucking don't want them to keep it 100. Because you know they quick to point out your shit, right? Your shit you need to work on and stuff like that. So if you believe them when it's the other shit, why you can't believe them when they telling you about the good stuff? Okay? It ain't no hoping. They telling you what's going to happen. They're telling you what's going to happen. All you got to do is do what they're recommending that you do, and you walk right into exactly what it is that you want. Okay? So we got holding you back. It says you're dimming your light to keep the peace. Love should never require self-abandonment. Okay? So self-abandonment is when you focusing on the other person and you not focusing on you. When you know you got other areas of your life that you need to work on, but this all you doing is looking at this person and you not looking at the other stuff. Ain't nobody saying you look at that person, but they shouldn't be your number one focus. Your number one focus should be on you. Because like I told you, I don't know about y'all, but when I step in, you know, it's going to be like, what do they say? What Jay-Z say? Go on, brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too. Go on, brush your shoulders off. That's how I'm going to be when I step up to the person, I'm not going to be lacking. I hear ain't no half stepping in my head again. I'm not going to be lacking. It's going to be a thing where I'm going to be able, you a boss, but hell, I'm a boss too. That's the energy you need to exude, because confidence is one of the sexiest things in the world. You may not be the most attractive person, but if you confident, it can take you a long ass way. Okay? All right. Let's move on to the last placement. The last placement says, what's heartwarming? What do you need to know for the future? And what positives is this person going to bring to your life moving forward? Okay. We've got the Page of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Page of Wands, fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. So what you need to know for the future with the Page of Swords, you know this person is watching you, but it's also talking about delays. You need to learn how to deal with delays, because everything in life, if you trying to manifest and you trying to live this life, everything ain't gonna come to you when you want it to come to you. Some things you'll be able to manifest and they'll just show up just like that. But there are other things, especially if there's something that you have to prepare for, you have to identify a certain way. It's just gonna take time, because like I keep telling y'all have never been through this. Your person hasn't ever been in this type of relationship, and you haven't either. So there's preparation that has to be done on both sides. You're not going to be able to just step up in the shit and know, oh, I want this, and then just step up in it. It's not like you going to damn Pizza Hut and ordering a damn pizza or Burger King where you can have it your way. No, Spirit is saying you can have it your way, but you're going to have it your way when they tell you it's time for you to have it, which means that you have to show up a certain way. And so instead of fighting it, instead of resisting it by complaining about this person, you want the person to come, you want the person, just put your head down, do the work you need to do, Sagittarius, and know when the time is right, this person's going to show up. It's going to show up. And I'm telling you, when it shows up, you'll look back at all the stuff in the past and realize I wasn't ready. When you experience this person, experience the relationship, and see how you show up and how this person shows up and how you feel together, you're going to be like, this was the exact time it needed to show up, because I wouldn't have been ready in the past. Just like with my car. It was like 2 or 3 times when I was supposed to go get it, and something always ended up happening. And then now when I finally got it, shit, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm telling you about the 2 or 3 times, right? When I got in the car and I'm riding down the damn road and I'm bumping in my damn car. I don't give a fuck about what happened in the past. Okay. Let me tell you this. I had to grind to get the money for my car over like a month period. Like I working every single day for like 30 days to get that car. But you think I give a fuck about that now? When I get in it and I'm riding, do you think I care? I don't give a fuck about that. Every day I get in my car and I drive it, I'm like, thank you, God. I'm like, it was worth every fucking day, every day of them that damn 30 days in the fucking sun. That's how you're going to be when you get into this relationship with this person. You're not going to care about none of this shit we belly aching over right now. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and, okay. So like I said, with the Page of Wands, this is talking about, excitement, curiosity, communication between the two of you. Okay. So like I said, it's you just got to realize sometimes there's just going to be delays to things. It's not going to always show up exactly when you want it to. Okay. So this person is getting rid of whatever ways they feel like they were victimized in the past, and they're coming in a spirit of devotion. I told you this person is going to admire you, be devoted to you, going to be devoted to you, and it's going to be a beautiful relationship, okay? Intimacy, bonding, sexy time, confiding, okay? All right, let's pull some cards for you. So we've got the twin, distant, going separate ways, anger issues, bipolar disorder, baby. Okay, see, they trying to come because they know this person is on the way. And for some of you, they right there, because I told you they're going to show up in winter. So we got boredom, losing interest. So some of you may be getting bored about this situation, losing interest in this person, or this could be talking about, this other person, the ex that you're bored and you've lost interest in them. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is talking about the soulmate. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You'll reignite. You'll reignite when the person comes. If you bored and you're losing interest, like I told you, focus on yourself. Stop worrying about this person. When it's time for them to come in, they're going to come in. Look, always sneaking around lying about things. It's the twin. Okay, we have This person loves your scent. I tell you that, either your body scent, your the perfume you wear, or both. And then let's get one more. Yeah, look, there your twin. Once a cheater, it says history has a habit of repeating itself when accountability is missing. Cheating isn't just a mistake, it's a pattern until it's healed, okay? So you and this person are from different worlds, this soulmate. It says this connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems, and that creates both fascination and friction. So like I said, you got to be ready for this too, because like I said, you will have a lot of similarities in the things you've experienced, but you still will be coming from different backgrounds. So you got to get to know each other on that level as well. You have a lot of things that you're going to have to focus on. That's why I'm telling you, get your coin and your body and, you know, your life together right now, because you ain't going to have time for that shit when you get into this thing with this person. Because think about it. It's somebody new. It's like a kid with a new toy, right? You get a new toy. You ain't thinking about all that old shit, right? So this is how you're going to be. I ain't saying you ain't going to go to work and you're not going to, you know, take care of yourself. You're not going to eat. You're not going to do these things. But the majority of your time is going to want to be spent with this new person. So that is why now it is important for you to be focusing on these things, because when this person comes, you know, you'll be able to put more time and energy into them because you already have this in order. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from Spirit. Okay, so we have this card cracks me up, the clown. It says duality dance. It says seek balance amid the chaos. Find harmony within yourself. Okay, so this is about you balancing out your life. Then we have roots of stability. It says ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. All right. So it's about, you know, you just building a foundation that can handle the new things that you have coming in, okay? Then it says a mountain of mastery. It says ascend towards self-realization and triumph, guided by the stoic presence of mastery of the mastery mountain pathway. Okay, it's just, you know, you're rising to a new level of, you know, of like you being successful and triumphant. And then that other stuff, I don't know. Some of these cards are a little weird. Then we got Spirit Link. It says, stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. Like I tell you, focus on what it is that you truly want, okay? Because you got dreams. You got dreams outside of a relationship, okay? And so, like I said, for me, I wouldn't be a totally 100% happy if I hadn't gotten my career together. That for me was a sore spot, and I had to fix that, okay? So like I said, everybody's got their thing. So your person's waiting patiently. It says they're grateful for the spiritual lesson. They feel so drawn to you. They say you speak to them through music, and then they would do it all again. I told you that's how you're going to feel when the person comes, that you would do all of this again and go through everything, and you're going to realize why all them other people were jackasses and didn't love you and mistreated you and all that. You're going to understand all of it when this person comes into your life, okay? Okay, so we've got, I won't ever stop loving you. I have a confession to make. We belong together, all right? Okay, we have mission. It says together we are an unstoppable force. We have a purpose together. I am determined to live it out with you. We are just perfect together. We can overcome any obstacles if we work together as a team, okay? So you got to be ready to do that. You got to be ready to work together. So if you know, teamwork, like I said, I'm not saying you still not going to have part of your focus on your stuff, but it won't be like it won't be your entire focus like it can be now, because you know you're going to have this other person, okay? So then we have mine. It says, I want to take the honoring path towards you, so I'm taking responsibility for my situation first. I'm coming forward to tell you how I feel. I know I have what it takes to make you mine. I'm ready for our new beginning, okay? All right, let's get some hold on, I'm going to get one more message. Few more message cards, and then we'll get the romance fairies. It says, you don't realize how perfect you are to me. And then it says, you're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. All right, Now we'll get the romance fairies. Okay, so we have rekindle. It says an old flame returns. You know who the hell that probably is. It says, okay, this could be, let me say this. This could be talking about the soulmate, because the soulmate is an old flame, but it's just from a different lifetime, okay? And then it says spirit soul path, a personal evolution within your relationship, okay? Then we have manifesting the one. It says very soon your true love will arrive. Like I told you, some of y'all, that person is right around the corner, because we already about to step into winter now, okay? Then we have disguise. It says some elements of this relationship are hidden. Yeah, because you're not supposed to know everything, all right? And your person isn't either. We have love language, physical touch. A tender touch means so much. And then we have twin flame recognition. You've known this, you know this soul that mirrors your own. So we're going to throw that over there to the side. Okay, Sagittarius, look, you can do this. You got this. You can fix this. You know what you need to do. You know what your homework is. Go do it, okay? I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sagittarius.